Beware of providers who tell you IBS is just BS or your IBS diagnosis is not real. I'm feeling a little spicy today, and this is going to be controversial, so buckle up and don't comment until you listen to the whole thing. So what are these people saying? They're saying that an IBS diagnosis, because it's based on symptoms and not like a true test or, diagnostic piece that we see with other conditions, that means IBS is just kind of a cop-out, if you will. While some doctors aren't great doctors and they may throw out an IBS diagnosis way too early, we know that IBS is very real and that it is marked by dysbiosis, that change in the gut microbiome, a change in gut-brain communication, altered immune activation, and a change in motility. And yes, we don't have one diagnostic test for those things yet, but we do know that those are at play, and the research is getting closer and closer to us having better diagnostic testing. This means that IBS will likely be an umbrella that's broken into the different drivers of the condition and may even lead it to being a true kind of disease state or condition versus a disorder like it is currently. So whenever these people tell you that IBS is just BS or that's not a real diagnosis, usually what they're saying is that the real cause of your IBS is usually one of those things. And that's super hypocritical because that is what IBS is. That is what we know IBS is. So that tells me that that person is not up to date on research, or they're just refusing to read it and actually get in line with it, which means you probably shouldn't trust them. What we also know is that because those things do not have valid testing for them, we can influence treatment and management plans with those things in mind. A lot of these providers telling you your IBS is BS, they're not doing any better than these doctors diagnosing you with IBS, the things that they're saying are wrong, by telling you that your root cause or your reason for your symptoms are these things. They're telling you that without being able to even prove it. And if they say they can prove it with a test, there are no validated tests right now. So they're likely recommending a test that is either known to be inaccurate many times, the IMAP, or they're recommending tests that have no validity to them. Maybe they will in the future, yes. But again, they're not doing any better than the pair that they're criticizing from specialized gastroenterologists. What also happens if you see someone who's saying this and you work with them is that they have now created this disconnect from your healthcare team. Now they are disconnected from a team of your gastroenterologist, your doctor, that's going to be able to fill in the gaps of care and help do the right testing, help provide the right diagnosing, help lead you in your medical care options. And that disconnect can actually set you up for potential harm and just poor healthcare overall, which may leave you feeling more frustrated, back to where you started, or with further health complications because some of the things you may be doing aren't things that practitioner who is not a doctor should be leading you to do, because there can be risk involved with those things. This is one statement that I truly do believe is just there for clickbait, and many of the practitioners that are using this statement are trying to sell you tests. They're trying to sell you programs. I sell those too because yes, I am a dietitian, but I take that responsibility with a lot of weight because it is really important that we know what we are communicating online. And some people just don't seem to carry that same weight.